Hey guys, so first of all, excuse the wet, fresh out of the shower hair. It's not styled or anything. It's a little bit on the frizzy side because it's actually pretty early in the morning right now, and I just wanted to film this video really quick and then I'm gonna go get a haircut. It's not gonna be anything crazy. I'm kind of just gonna take a little bit of length off the bottom and then retouch up all my layers and my bangs a little bit. So that's why the hair is looking like a hot mess right now. But anyway, for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a product review. And this is the product right here. It's the Ben Nye Luxury Banana Powder. Now basically what this is a very, very finely milled loose powder, and you can see that it's called banana powder because it has a yellow tint to it. Now a lot of people use this powder to set their foundation all over, but it's also a very good powder to brighten and kind of highlight all over the face, and also to conceal and highlight your under eyes. Now for the under eyes, since it has that yellowish kind of tint to it, it's really gonna cancel out any type of blue or brown type of discolorations that you might have under your eyes. And the brightness of the powder is gonna help you highlight other areas of the face, and I'm gonna show you guys a little demo at the end of this video. Now this powder is really cheap. I know that it's under $10 everywhere. I believe the place that I bought it for, it was around $6, and I bought it from a website called Namie's Beauty Shop or something like that. I just found it on Google. I will put the link to that down below if I can still find it. I know that they have it on camerareadycosmetics.com. They also have it on eBay. There's no places that I have found like actual stores that sell this, so I think if you want to buy this, you're gonna have to get it online. But the thing is, there's like a shortage everywhere for this because Mario, which is Ben Nye, not Ben Nye's makeup artist, he's actually Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, did a demo on his blog where he showed how he really brightens and highlights and contours Kim Kardashian's face, and he used this Ben Nye's banana powder, and ever since then it's sold out everywhere. I had to wait, mine was on back order, so I think I had to wait 2 weeks before it was actually shipped out. But if you do place an order, eventually it will get to you. Now since this powder was talked about and raved about basically on every blog, any review that I saw about it, I had very high expectations for it, and I have to say that those expectations were met. So the first demo that I'm going to show you guys is how I use this underneath my eyes. And I do also have to say that now, since I have this powder to double up over my under eye concealer, I can really use any type of under eye concealer out there. Before getting this powder, I had to use very high coverage concealers because I do have pretty dark circles under my eyes and a little bit of bags, and now that I have this powder to double up on top, this adds extra coverage, so I can really use any type of concealer, any of the cheap ones. I don't have to be as picky with my concealers anymore. And another reason that I love to use this underneath the eyes is because I also have like really tiny little fine lines. I don't want to call them wrinkles because I'm only 24, but kind of like little tiny lines that my concealer or powder usually gets stuck in, and this powder prevents that since it's so finely milled. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and show you how I use this underneath my eyes. Okay, so there's many different ways that you can apply this powder. I have tried at first with a brush and I didn't really like the results, and then I went out and I bought these little makeup sponges, and this one is a little bit gross because I've been using it, as you can see. I find that when I use a sponge like this, I get the best coverage from this powder. And also a really quick little tip is that if you want even more coverage, you can actually dampen your sponge up or spray it with a little bit of water, and it's going to give you even more coverage. But for today, I'm going to be using it dry, and it has that sifter, so I'm just going to pour a little bit into the cap. Alright, so I'm using about that much for one eye, and then I'm just going to come and dip my sponge right in that. Okay, so you can see that I have it right there at the tip of my sponge. And then what I'm going to do is, in a triangle motion, I'm going to conceal and highlight at the same time. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult because I usually do this before I have my mascara on, so it's probably going to get caught a little bit on my lashes, but I just want you guys to get an idea here. And you could see right away that highlighting effect that I'm getting. I'm not going to keep it like that, of course. So I'm just going to press it in a little bit more. And you can take that down as low as you like. So I usually bring it around halfway to my nose, and then I bring it up. So not only is it gonna conceal my under eye, but it's also gonna help to highlight my cheekbone at the same time. You never wanna put your concealer just up into where your bag ends. You wanna go past that and onto your cheekbone. And that's really gonna help to conceal and highlight at the same time. So you could see that right there. So very quickly, I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. So ever since I got this powder, that's kind of like an essential step for me every day when I'm doing my makeup. And then I have another tip that I want to show you guys. I don't do this every single day because it is a little bit labor intensive. It's a little bit much for every day, but if you have a wedding to go to or a special event or a holiday or something like that and you want to look extra special, this powder can definitely be used to highlight the face also. So really quickly, I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to get a little bit back into the cap and I'm going to use the same sponge. And what I'm gonna do is just highlight my face and I'm gonna let it sit there for about a minute until I'm done with the whole face, and then I'm gonna blend it all out. So I'm gonna look crazy for a second. There's your disclaimer, but I'm going to blend it all out in the end. So first I'm gonna use it to highlight underneath my cheekbone. Then on my Cupid's bow, tiny bit on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and then lastly above my eyebrows. And I know I look insane right now. Okay, so I know I look completely crazy right now, but I'm telling you guys, this is a really good tip, especially if you're gonna be taking pictures or going on a date or something. It's just gonna give your face an extra glow and pretty much just make your bone structure look amazing. So next, of course, we have to blend this out since we look like we just fell into a bag of yellow flour or something. So essentially what would be the best to blend this out would be a fan brush, but I don't personally have one. I know a lot of you guys probably don't have one laying around. So what you can do is take a skunk brush like this. I know that they sell them at Target. Sonia Kashuk has them. I was actually just at Rite Aid the other day, and in their little brush Why can't I say this? I was actually just at Rite Aid the other day, and in their little brush section, they actually have skunk brushes like this for under $5. So what I'm gonna do is just take the tip of it and squeeze it. You know the fan brushes I'm talking about that are really thin and they go like that? Basically gonna turn this into one. So I'm just gonna squeeze it like that, and then I'm just gonna use this to blend all of these harsh lines out. Okay, and now if you roll back the video and see what my face looked like before I put this powder on, you can definitely see the difference. My face just looks a lot more brighter and a lot more sculpted. Now, I do want to put a really quick disclaimer out there that if you're very fair or a very light skin tone, that this powder is not going to be the best choice for you, just because if you have a yellow tinted powder all over your face and you're very cool tone, it's going to make you look a little bit sick or a little bit weird. I do recommend this powder for anyone over an NC 25 MAC shade, or if you have a golden skin tone or just more on the warm side. If you have more of a very cool skin tone with like pink undertone, they do have different colors, the same exact powder, just different colors, so there might be one that flatters you a little bit better than the yellow. And I definitely think that this powder is a great dupe for all the yellow powders out there. It's $6. I know Bobbi Brown has one that it has to be over $25, and you guys can see here that this container is 1.5 ounces, so this is pretty much gonna last me forever. They do have a couple of different sizes, but I think this is perfectly fine. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have tried this powder out before or if you're going to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!